I'm Amy Harrop. I'm an express service advisor here at Patriot Subaru in Saco. I've been involved in the automotive racing industry since I was probably about 8 years old, but I've worked here at the dealership for about a year and a half now. So as I said, I've been involved in another side of the automotive industry as far as like racing and motorsports go. Since I was 8, Dad was a huge fan of like classic race car drivers like Dale Earnhardt. He brought me to my first racetrack. I just really got into it. As I got older, still was like a fan of racing, still a fan of cars. And then after I graduated college, went on the road with NASCAR for about a year. And then I came back and I decided to, do something new. Started my own racing website from there. It's like an online editorial. Now I co-host a racing show, and on top of that, I work at a dealership. So in my life at work and outside of work, I'm always surrounded by cars, whether that be Subarus or race cars of any kind. I'm always surrounded by motorsports or auto industry. I love like the automotive industry because on both levels, like whether it be like my professional career in the automotive industry or my professional career here at the dealership, there's so many different people that you meet, and whether it be like Subaru customers, it's always like a family and a community. You just meet a huge community of people. A lot of like Subaru drivers are just like eclectic people. You meet so many different people with so many different stories. Cars are so cool. There's so many different kinds of cars, whether that be old or new, so many different features, and to me all of that is interesting no matter what kind of car it is, whether it can be driven on a track or on the street. I've just always been intrigued by them. So it can be kind of daunting when you first enter this field as a woman because, as a lot of people know, the car industry, auto industry is one that has been male dominated for years now. And it can be intimidating as a woman, but I've always been that kind of person that if you see a challenge, you should just raise the bar so you can rise to that challenge and overcome it. And working for places like Subaru here, they are so welcoming towards women. So many women work here, and I feel like if somebody tells you like you can't do something or something's going to be challenged, you should just make it a personal goal to be like, you know what, I can do this. And I've always been that kind of person. Whether that be working at a car dealership, I used to like play football, I used to wrestle too. So I've always been that kind of person that if they say like, oh, a girl can't do this, I'm always like, I take that as a challenge, and I'll raise you up and prove to you that a girl can be just as good as a man in a male-dominated industry.